It has nothing, not only that, nothing to do with her, right, but also the fact that it's the activists that are making this a culture war thing, right? If the whole thing with J.K. Rowling didn't happen, none of this would be going on, obviously. But it's not like they set out to make a milestone in the culture war. It just happened, and it happened because of the opposition to the game, which is ridiculous. It's just a fucking video game. We were talking about, before we're live, I mentioned to Cassie that I think that in a way, this is kind of Gamergate 2.0. The whole thing with, you have gamers standing up for themselves saying, I want to play the games I want to play. And much like what happened originally, it's like you have gamers fighting it back saying, we want journalism in gaming, not this whatever you call it the hell's going on. So this is like another moment in history where, you know, the gamers are saying, F you to the system, we just want to fucking play video games, which was the original Gamergate situation.
I think this is a more mainstream version of Gamergate, because Gamergate got around a little bit in circles, but it's not to the extent that the Hogwarts Legacy thing is. But that's good. We need a more mainstream version that gets people not only talk about it, but really engaging in this. And if people are engaging and wanting to stick to playing Hogwarts Legacy and they're genuinely enjoying that, that's great. I don't think he's playing. Yeah, for those who don't play it because they're terrified, well, then have fun playing other games, because eventually they're going to stop and it's going to blow over, and then they're going to pick another game, because there's always going to be another boogeyman that's going to replace it. And that's all it is. Otherwise, if you take away the boogeyman, well, then their cause is meaningless. Seriously, if you take out activists or take out all the government figureheads who fund activism, we would have so many less problems in this world, because when you take out activism, I think activism drives more division
that you want to have, because you want people to be heard, and there are smaller groups of people that are underrepresented, so you want to be fair that way. But I think somebody, I think we were talking during the State of Union stream, somebody said, 10 years ago, you never would have heard the Democrats and say the things that they're saying now. This was on Temple, they had Lauren Boebert, and it was Representative Donaldson. He said, 10 years ago, they never would have said this stuff. Yep. It's that group pushed them into saying. Yep. And what I'm seeing here is that group pushed, and a bunch of pretty cool, pretty even-headed people said, you know what, F you. Just want to play video games, leave us alone. Yeah. It comes back to that same libertarian civil liberties thing. I'm not hurting you. Here's Cassie, in her castle, with her crooked cowboy bebop photo, and she's just playing games. Yep. What is she doing that's causing anyone else any harm? Like nothing.
Well, it's the thought crime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that and their entire thing is, it lines J.K. Rowling's pocket, which, funds her tweets, apparently. That's literally how, these people are trying to justify things.
$8 a box.
Or 11 if you have an iOS.
Oh, 11, yeah. iOS in there, that's $11. That's a lot. J.K. Rowling's worth how many billions of dollars?
She was the first billionaire's author by her fifth book.
Yep.
Yeah. She's
homeless billionaire on her own as a single mother and creating a world all in her head. All this stuff was in her head. She didn't have this universe. Stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
And there's so much more in the books that aren't in any of the movies.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, she completely stole Star Wars to make Harry Potter.
Yeah. Yep. I got some super chats.
Mary Kay has noticed that you're not straightening that poster either.
Your average exchange rate nerd says, cousin it after a haircut. Yes, exactly.
Turn around.
Yep. Well, he can still do the hair. He can still do the hair of his face.
Is that what you guys are talking about?
Yes, we're talking about you.
Monkey.
That was made a while back. Pinochet's helicopter tours. Government remembered they hate list competition. Yeah, that's true. Monkey Jeebus. Cockboy Corey confirmed.
Oh yeah, it's on.
It is. Go ahead.
No, nowadays, I think a big issue is everybody and their mother likes to call themselves an activist. And I just would like these people to know that if your activism is to deliberately show malice and hatred towards some group of people instead of like trying to break other people down instead of just building, people that are involved in your issue up, then you're not an activist. Like, if you have
just an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. You're just a piece of shit. Stop calling yourself an activist. I think that term has completely lost its meaning. And
well, activist activity, you had to go out and do something like protest. Brandon Morris calls
pick
them
up garbage.
slacktivists. He calls them slacktivists because now all you do is do a few clicks. So I did want to bring this up while Publisher was in cousin it mode. Magic Poo did the group. And, yeah.
It's so good. Devil May Be Good did a good one too. Wow, really?
Yeah, look at those eyes. Everybody looks dead in their eyes except for me.
You just look adorable, Fox man.
No, I'm always dead in my eyes. It's natural.
Rip Talks looks like The Undertaker.
It aged me up like 45 years.
When you can't see my eyes, we're all good.
And Tom looks like the guy next door. He's just doing this for
Kind of looks like his face.
But when you get older,
wax.
your face is
But this, that's really nice. I like that part of it. That's good. They can even give you a mustache.
oh, mustache.
Mama looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's John Cena.
Yes, right.
You'd have to break some glass if you want to.
Yeah, I think that I think this is a turning point. I don't think that it's not done. No, it's just a whole bunch of people that just went, what? F off.
Yeah. Well, exactly. And this all ends when we collectively go, F off, F you, you're dumb. And that's when all this ends, collectively.
On that topic, I was watching Brett Cooper earlier today. She did a video on Gen Z. Are they starting to turn around a little bit? And apparently on TikTok, one of the largest trends right now is a very based not far right, but right-wing type take that's getting millions and millions of views across multiple TikToks. It's like Lois from Family Guy saying something like, I guess I'm not woke enough. You get all your gay stuff because that's what you want. You just want to win. So it's them doing the TikTok of that. And Gen Z has been liking the hell out of those videos. So maybe they are waking up now that they're getting old enough to get into the workforce and learning.
Well, maybe they're also kind of rebelling against it too, because that's what the youth does. Is they kind of rebel against the establishment and what's going on.
Honestly, take this from my friend who has no political allegiance whatsoever. She doesn't really think about any of it. She stopped watching TikTok recently because she said, I'm just sick and tired of people telling me what to do, what's wrong, what's right. And that's like the biggest issue with a lot of these individuals that are on TikTok or a lot of the younger individuals out there. They just want to tell people what to do. They expect to be listened to. That's not how it works. Like,
Not just tell people what to do, but dictate what people can and cannot do.
It's the communist. We had Gothics on Monday, and that was the whole thing from Karl Marx. The communism part of it is that the reason it all failed for Lenin when he implemented communism is that he expected the young men to work fields for everyone else. He expected like 20% of the population to feed the other 80%, and they all went, this sucks, I'm working 12 hours a day. Fuck that, they only made their own. Right? As much as we want to say, we should collectively help this group, this group, this group, there's a certain amount of that. We are individuals. We are a species of individuals. And when it becomes my inconvenience in my life against your inconvenience in your life, that's when things throw down. Right? Yeah. So it's gotten to that point.
Billy, all right,
Enough's
fucking
enough.
name, man. I'm not
Well,
done yet.
you just talked
Jeez.
too much. You had an entire town council flip from Democrat to Republican. Probably not because they're Republican, but because the other side's gone so far to the left, it's not normal.
Yeah. Well, and another thing too is that charity is a big part of how we help each other out. And one of the things that the Romans used to do is that after they would go and harvest the fields and whatnot, they would leave stuff out there for the poor to go and collect. The thing is, they didn't go and collect it and give it out to the poor. They actually made them go and pick it themselves. So again, there was you still have to do something for yourself.
Yeah,
but they
too lazy these days.
Yeah, but they were still providing a means to be charitable by going, okay, we still have stuff left over for the poor after we brought our harvest in. You guys go collect up what you need.
Right, there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff in there. So it's good to see, but at the same time, I don't want to say to Cassie, who's a young person next to my age, quite a bit, young lady, that's great that you're finally waking up to this. I don't want to say that because that's patronizing.
It is.
This is a truth that's been true since the dawn of time.
Right.
Okay? I woke up to that stuff and saw those things at 25 to 30 myself. Right? It's just how it happens. You're young, you're trying to figure things out,
Get out of this.
you do all those things. And about the time it really starts to hurt, down a fifth, vodka a day, then I start looking around at things, and you're settling down. You're getting into that part of life, that cycle. So it's not a patronizing thing. It's just normal from there. So, yeah, they finally went to something that the generation that you're in, mine was something else. It was music. When they came in, they started censoring music. We were all like, whoa, wait a second. Fuck that. So I would say that this is this generation's Dee Snider moment that we had at that time when they were doing all that. You're looking at this, you're like, no. Just because one was, it's the satanic backwards masking of Ozzy Osbourne. Oh my God. And this, it's trans, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's authoritative. It's authoritative. They want to be authoritarians. Yep. That's what he said. They want to tell you what to do. And why you have the blue and the red states and all that stuff, you're always going to have that. Because there's always going to be people that want to go and tell you what to do, and those people who don't want that are going to move somewhere else, or those people aren't. And they're going to keep going. Texas used to be a very Democratic state.
Oh, yeah.
Then it became
Very
Republican. And now all the Democrats are moving back because they went and fucked up California, and now they're going to come back and fuck up Arizona and Texas. And then when that's done, they're going to go back.
Okay.
What happens?
The thing is, though, Texas has flip-flopped between being Republican and Democrat for years, and it had nothing to do with people moving in, right? I don't know I think this last election was very telling on how we're going to continue to vote, because it did Texas not become blue, even after the mass migration of Californians. I think that
next decade.
What's that?
I think for at least the next decade.
At least the next decade, yeah. Well, but the thing is, demographics do change, and the way people vote do change as well. I mean, just look at California. When I was in California, it was a red state. I mean, that was a long time ago. Very long time ago. 70s and 80s. Yeah. I came to Texas in the 80s. I mean, we had, and Richards that was governor. But yeah, they're saying like that back then, Democrats weren't crazy, and Ann Richards, in my opinion, did a lot of good things for Texas.
She was a great governor.
Yeah, she was perfect.
Great governor.
She implemented the Lone Star card as a means to try and cut down on welfare fraud. So, and eventually we got George W. Bush, and now we have Governor Wheels, which, quite frankly, I don't have much of an issue with.
Most of what you want to hear, governor, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what.
Well, the thing is,
here, leave me alone. Let me play the games.
Before we got him, no, it was after we had George W. We had Rick Perry, and Rick Perry was awful, absolutely awful. And so I was pretty leery with Governor Wheels because he was his lieutenant governor, and I think Abbott has done a pretty decent job. He's not perfect. He's not like the governor I really want, but I'll take him over any Democrat these days at this point, sadly enough. So yeah, Rick Perry. We used to call him Governor Good Hair. Dude, just an empty-headed moron. That bullshit, empty-headed moron.
He ran for president. He just had some really dumb things to say if he could even get it out of his mouth.
Yeah. No, like I said, he's an empty-headed moron.
I want to go.
Jesus.
I want to go
It's
up
just amazing when you think, oh, look at these fucking morons that are actually capable of running for the highest power in this country, and it's just scary thought process.
But Cassie, they put Lurch in office recently.
I was trying to do, but you didn't let me do it.
Yeah, then
before
they had
you
to run
say
him
to
back
do
to
it.
the hospital because he felt all dizzy. So that plan's playing out as planned, because you're going to see him get replaced by the person they would rather have in there. Somebody who's young and virile and just absolutely terrible.
All right, I don't get it.
And no, well, maybe. We'll see.
How many of you knew before today, or before this happened,
Get it.
that when he had the stroke, they actually put in a pacemaker and a defibrillator too, because he's in heart failure.
No, I did.
Oh, now I get it. Okay.
Yeah, the benefit is,
They kept it.
when they put out the catchphrase, "Blue no matter who," that was literal, and they took that to heart, and they meant that very literally. And you're seeing it happen. It doesn't matter if you're brain dead. It doesn't matter if you're literally dead. It doesn't matter if you go, say, repeat the line and shake hands with the air. They literally just care about it. That's right. They don't care about thinking about things. They don't care about having a discussion, conversation. It's just, as long as we have it, we win no matter what. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out later. They're willing to take that risk. Even if it backfires up. If it backfires up, and then they, just try to work around that.
Yeah, it seems like policy nowadays is literally just thought out for right at this particular moment we don't care about. 5 minutes later, it's pretty crazy. And unfortunately, I have to deal with this fucking moron in office where I live.
No, that sucks.
What state are you in now?
I'm in Pennsylvania.
You're Pennsylvania now. So you literally lived the movie Escape from New York, which you did, just like the movie.
Exactly.
The documentary, a movie that became a documentary, really good documentary, by the way. And now you go to Pennsylvania, which, I do like Pennsylvania. I've been in Philly, I ran the Rocky Step. But that's all I've been to is Philly, so I can't say anything else. But, yeah, I have definitely heard, as far as living-wise, on the living level, it's something not as ideal, especially like the big cities. But that's not shocking either, especially the big cities, the metropolitan area.
Rule of thumb, stay 2 hours away from Philadelphia, especially Pittsburgh. That's typically my rule of thumb.
Come on, I heard-
Less than 2 hours.
I heard Pittsburgh was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is. I can't wait for, the Eagles to either win or lose. One way or another, Philadelphia's looking first to the ground either way. So
Well,
that's going to be a
I think no couch is safe in this game.
True. WG says, I think that Alan Parsons' guy defended video games best when he said, games people play, you take it or you leave it.
Yeah. Alan Parsons' project, although a wackadoodle-doo in the religious department, a great song creator.
Glitzner for $5. Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, Scooby, Scrappy, guest star on Knots. If the current panel was the cast.
None of us are globetrotters.
Yeah.
Go to Casino's Velma.
Why am I always the chick?
Honored or OT?
Yeah, good call. Let's see. RSQ001 became a member at the
Oh, hello there, big spender. The good whiskey.
Yes. So have you guys heard that they're trying to make the Skywalker game?
They're experimenting right now. They're just playing around with it. It's not serious.
They're
It's in the waters.
Skywalker the college years.
WG says culture would do anything for a Scooby snack.
This is true.
Third talks a lot will be Shaggy. I'd say
Like I'm
How
gonna
much
be
the
the
whole beginning part was. You gonna do the intro? What?
Shaggy?
Oh, whatever.
Toxic Man Flu would be Daphne.
It's because he's so slutty, right?
Fucking bored.
Yeah.
Comics would be Freddy.
Oh, I thought it was going to say I was scrappy.
Yeah, toxic.
The Nick has to be scrappy. Nick
Well,
has to
Rama
be
gets to be Scrappy, you get to be... no, Rama gets to be Freddy, you get to be Scrappy. I get to be Scooby then.
I like pup names, Scooby Doo. So.
Self-insert for importance.
Something about an yeah. So, let me tell you.
Is that a new
What?
It's a lot like culture's been editing.
Oh, God. Can I get to buy this shit?
Actually, if I actually moved out of AFC, here's the thing, if you're going to donate your hair, that's not the color. But I think I would be a great looking red.
Okay.
Think about weird things.
Yeah. So,
Disney LGBTQ plus.
yeah.
Or the gay community. Fucking LGBT club and go bullshit,
They
double
put the two in
standard shit. Call them gay.
I don't know. They have theirs now. Yeah.
So apparently Sam Maggs went and wrote Luke Skywalker being gay or bisexual or something like that. And it's just like
That's stupid.
a lot of the stuff that they say in the article is basically the justification behind it is to make it more accessible to people. And it's like this property came out in the 70s, and gay, straight, black, white, pink, purple, human, alien, like Star Wars, at least back then. And they liked it for what it was, and
a truly good story, which doesn't exclude anyone at any time because it's for everyone. It's Star Wars, for fuck's sake.
yes.
It's already inclusive because there are fucking aliens everywhere. You don't know what's going on with them. What's their fucking pronouns, you bigot? Fuck you. Give me a break.
I love how Monkey Jesus said, Luke fucks Baby Yoda confirmed.
Well, I mean, technically he's of legal age, right?
Yeah, he's like 50 years old.
I guess, but it's...
So, I mean,
Oh my god,
midget
that's so brave and stunning.
Yeah, no, I mean, this whole thing is dumb, and
Can't pick up that.
D-U-M.
all it does
alright.
is, by trying to be inclusive, in my opinion, what they're doing is they're driving people away from the property. So,
Minecraft.
this is an example of
game.
what not to do, unlike Hogwarts Legacy, which is what you should do.
Oh, what the hell?
I mean, this
I
whole
didn't know you
thing,
could do that.
to me, at this point, I don't know about you, Cassie. I think Star Wars is dead.
Yeah, everything Disney Star Wars to me is just a bunch of dick faces off of fanfic.net that actually think that they're good at what they do. That's pretty much how I take it at this point. I don't take anything that they say seriously. Everything modern Star Wars.
Whoa, what the hell? That dude.
Worthless. Means nothing.
Yeah. And I know Brandon, he made a comment today, basically about
Oh, what?
if Star Wars was bought by another company, sold off and bought by another company. I'm trying to remember the exact quote, but I replied back to him saying, it's like Star Wars is dead. It's at this point in time, and I know where he's coming from, but the damage is so deep at this point, even if another company bought it and tried to fix it, I'm not interested at the moment. Maybe over some more time. I don't know. After the wound's healed, but I'm just like I don't care anymore.
That reality is that Star Wars died with Carrie Fisher.
Hey.
That's like the send-off to me. It died with her.
Well, it's dead for us. The thing is,
It's not dead
kids
for me,
still
though.
watch it. That's why they're going to throw
We
more
say
of this crap into it.
But look at how Andor did. And that was a show that even, like, people who still stick around watching shows,
Whoa,
like,
what?
and even, like, guys like The Drinker, and I think even Mauler had good things to say about it. And but they also acknowledged that no one watched it as well. That's just
I watched it.
Andor,
Right,
yeah.
That's one of the few shows that isn't made geared towards kids or
Yeah, and
available
what's the
to
point? It
kids.
doesn't matter who it's geared towards. The process of what's relevant here is that it didn't do well, regardless of who it's geared towards. It didn't do well because the damage is too great now. Like, they burned way too many bridges, and they had a chance of actually winning people back. Like, regardless of how we felt about the ending of Mando Season 2, they had a lot of people who were willing to give them a second chance. And then they burned that bridge.
Well, it looks like I can't pick that one up.
Immediately, when they had activist writers talking down on their fans right off the bat for their Disney Star Wars comics, I remember that shit. They were having to do that, and there's the whole Star Wars theory, and then of course we all know what happened with Gina Carano. It was a 3-step process, letting you know, oh, don't worry, we all still hate you. You just got really lucky with that ending. Don't worry, it won't happen again. Now, to me, that was the final nail in the coffin, because it wasn't a matter of how much you liked it. It was just like, okay, hey, maybe they're actually going to listen. I thought maybe they would, but obviously I was dead fucking wrong. Because, man, they bitch smacked us to let us know that they still absolutely hate us. And yeah, I truly believe people are just not best. Even Grogu merch doesn't sell well. And kids should be all over that. Kids should be absolutely all over that. Even if they don't watch it, just because, like, they just see the character and, they won't wear it because they're attracted to that type of, the cuteness element of the character. Even that merch, that doesn't mean that might pick back up from Mando Season 3.
Right.
But even if it does, I think it'll be short-term
Make a
best.
bitch.
And Star Wars wasn't something to be, okay, hey, it succeeds. No, well, something's going on. It was, people were into it at all times. And Star Wars has been hammered so much that they're trying to do an MCU out of it. But it ended up not only backfiring because Star Wars is something that should have been a lesson for, keep it special. And then on top of it, it would have been predictable if the product was good.
All right.
The product's not been good.
No, it hasn't.
I don't care about these shows. I don't care to hate watch them. I don't care about them, period. My apathy, I'm way ahead.
Yeah, what is the recipe, you stupid shit?
Don't care at all. I'm like, when people say, I don't think by not watching they're going to stop. I hope they don't stop. I hope they don't, actually. I'm saying in the sense that it all goes around. But then one day, maybe someone 10 years down the line, keep it dead, and they can start fresh 10, 15, 20 years down the line. Because it really does need to die.
Yep. Kill the past.
Well,
Ego thing, yeah.
It's a long time, but I'd rather have no Star Wars than get more bad Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, to your point about hammering Nick, I think there's some people inside of Disney that want to see Luke get hammered.
I'm sure they do.
Obvious.
Well, I think a lot of it goes back down to
But I can't find out what the recipe is.
Yeah, it's not working out well right now. But
Well, no, absolutely it's not. But that's the reason why they want to do it. It's the reason why they want to, make everybody
Okay.
clear now. It is because they want to break down the
Right,
heteronormative
this way.
patriarchy.
Every time I hear someone say heteronormative patriarchy, I think they're having a stroke of some kind.
Yeah, they are.
Like, do we need like a group of life from comics or something?
No, I just think it's like we should just put up a big graphic of like Fetterman when that happens.
Do you know that Fetterman fainted at the Democratic retreat at Tickle Hospital?
Yes,
Who called that one? Everyone on this stream, raise your hand. We all called it. Yep, there we go.
I didn't. I forgot he existed. Sorry.
Wait,
Lurch?
There's too many stupid people to pay attention to right now, I guess.
Well, there's
There's
let me
a
tell you,
lot.
There was a guy talking in front of a microphone behind a podium for a long, long time the other night, and but 30% fewer people watched it.
This is supposed to be a shrug, but it looks like I'm grabbing a giant ass.
Oh my! Lopez said, yeah, there we are.
Village or something.
There's a lot of junk in that truck.
Yeah, I mean, you see something. I think that would be the next kind of turning point. So we're going to make Luke bisexual or gay or whatever they want to make him.
Okay.
And that's the ultimate death to the white male hero money-making machine right there, if they decide to do that. But I think it's the end of Disney, because Disney just laid off a ton of people today.
Well, I mean, yes, they've announced they're going to remove 7,000 people, but do you know what percentage of the company that is?
It's a very small percentage, but the fact that Disney has to lay off anybody.
Well, and a lot of them, I believe, was in the Disney Plus department. Or the D Plus? Disney Plus department.
Some of the diversity hires.
No. I mean, you're going to lose 3 to 4% of the total populace there, and most of them are going to come on the theme park side.
Okay.
It's just,
I would, but I can't fucking build anything.
The cash cows.
What they're going to do is they're going to lay off people from the area that's not making money.
Well, you'd be surprised, but here's
Are they going to dispute with workers too?
Yes, they are. They haven't been able to get them to sign a contract. They had 14,000 and some odd people actually participate in a recent vote for the new contract in Florida. The union that we're talking about in Florida represents over 50% of the total workers in the theme parks for Disney Florida. So they only had 630 knuckleheads actually vote for it of those 14,000 people that participated in that vote. I'm like, who are those numbskulls? Who are those 600 and something people that voted for that terrible deal? You know, it's yeah.
Are you asking for a list, sir?
Yeah, I'm not a list maker, but it's just
a list.
I'm going to say it this way: they have decided that they would like to run the parks more efficiently and more cost effectively. So they're continuing to lean into this $2 billion expenditure that they had from 10 years ago, called the NGE, which allows them to understaff and run beneath full capacity their attractions.
Okay, well, I want to listen to the version real quick, and I also need to get super chat. DragonQuest says Disney Park attendance lately is lower than during the pandemic. Wow. Hopefully,
drunk culture.
Well, drunk 3PO saying it, I would assume so.
Needs to be even more firsthand.
So we're all just going to believe the inebriated droid.
Yes.
He's 100% right. Like you said, they've been willfully pushing those numbers down. In fact, I talked about it in the thing, and to close out what I was saying a second ago, it's all coming down to the fact that they can afford to alienate guests, and they know what that threshold is.
They can't afford that anymore.
So what you're saying, Culture, is that they're actually understaffing their theme, like their parks, like Disney. Oof. Is modern? Hold on. Is modern day Disney going to become like Action Park, and instead of I Survived Action Park stickers, going to be I Survived Disney Park stickers? Yikes!
Wow. They're doing what
multi-billion-dollar
global retailer outlets do. They want to downsize the staff, but have the staff that remains just do more work to make up for the staff that they might have. So less coverage, but with hopefully more results, which has sadly become very commonplace in a lot of industries nowadays. Get by with minimum coverage, but somehow still expect maximum results.
If they want to boost some profits, they could just let us film horror movies on Discovery Island. Just saying.
I'm there with you, man. I have been wanting to get back on Discovery Island for 15 years.
So creepy now.
Yeah. I mean, from that one video with that one guy that snuck on there and filmed it, I was like, oh, that's...
I'm actually surprised their stock has risen up to over $100 again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, they got an $11 boost after Iger stopped talking, and then it dropped about $1 afterwards. And I'm looking it over. It doesn't surprise me. You usually get an institutional bump right after an earnings call that isn't quite as bad as it was supposed to be.
Back in December, it was $86 a share,
which is the buy price. I told everybody that would be a good time to buy in. I wish I'd taken my own advice.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I was like,
you didn't.
maybe we should buy some Disney stock.
Because that's actually considered fair value. $86 is fair value for Disney.
Yeah. So anyway,
Bye.
You. Fuck Disney. It was a great shirt.
Yeah. Fuck Disney. Fuck Disney.
I've never had a desire to go. I've never been a big Disney fan.
So you're more like a Disney.
Real quick, I know we've hit the 10 o'clock mark, which means that
Corey's got to go.
Corey's got to turn into a pumpkin.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's a pumpkin that's going to ride my magical ass all the way to Twitch. For tonight, I'm going to be live Talks a Lot Gaming on Twitch. Check that out.
Oh, so you're ditching this for Twitch, I see.
Yeah, you know how it is. You spend a lot more time on Twitch, you know.
It's a ditch Twitch.
Yeah. Tonight I will be doing an hour in Fable Anniversary. I love that game and I can be a debauched little shit all I want. So definitely go check that out. If you want to stay on the YouTube side, go check out an hour in Hot Wheels Unleashed. I love that game, by the way. Love it. But definitely go check out my new song. It's not getting enough playtime because people get about to where I talk shit about all the streamers and then they shut it off. You know, give the second verse a chance. Just saying. You're past a minute 18 and you'll be good on the song. Just drop the link in the chat or a music channel. Catch me on Sir Talks a Lot this Saturday with Kai from Kai Makes Fun Shit. Stuff. That's the name of his channel, is Kai Makes Fun Stuff. We're going to have a great time talking and stuff. And then Monday I'll do my normal thing, be back on Park Cars.
Kai is a great human being, by the way.
Hell yeah, I look forward to having a conversation with him. It's going to be great. Oh yeah, and I guess you can find me on Twitter. It's The Good Voice Guy. If you're not following me on there, then you're missing some really, third-rate memes. It's great. I steal them from other people and throw it on there and see what kind of shock value it has. Yeah, other than that, I guess you should go look at my merchandise. This is the newest design right here. Hold on. There it is. It's total control. What I exert over my video games when I play them.
I got the shirt. I got the baseball shirt. Record like slaves. Love it.
Yeah, the design that Toxic Mantler bought is version 1 of that design, and it goes away on the 15th, so get it while you can. So,
great. Yeah. The purple, I like it. Really looks good on the black one.
Sweet. Hell yeah. Go Goats. In the meantime, though, stay sexy, don't get murdered, and as always, have a wonderful time.
Don't tell me what to do. I'll get murdered if I want to.
That's your prerogative. Good night.
Good night, Convoy.
Good night.
Good night.
Punch me.
His nickname is Cockboy. Take it.
Cockboy. No dicket. He has no dicket.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's fine. Yeah, Luke Skywalker being gay.
No.
Yeah.
That I look forward to, what's that guy that said, I never thought I would say this, but look at Tobey Maguire's dick. I look forward to Star Wars Theory going, I watched a show where Luke sucked dick. I'm waiting for that to happen. So there you go.
I just hope they do their worst with it. Just make a Marvel comic where Luke's in an
What was that brain cord doing to
old
Luke?
man. Just do it. Just do the worst that way to sort of think can crash and burn, so they can sell up. So.
Well, they may have already done it. I mean, it's not like Star Wars is getting younger fans. One of the things, if we're going to listen to what Pro3PO says, he says that all the kids are into Marvel. They don't give a crap about Star Wars. So Star Wars, Disney's trying to go after a group of people that, yeah, exactly, culture's got it right. They're trying to go after a group of people that don't care about them, and they're shitting on the group that does. Yeah. So it's not going to be a slow, gradual decline. It's going to be a fall off a cliff. When it happens, they're going to put something out. Andor, I think, was the turning point on that. outside of that show taking longer than culture to get to a point, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It was very amusing.
It was very long. And even the action scenes just took forever to do something. And it's like it was an hour and a half film they stretched into 2 seasons or whatever.
Well, that's exactly what it was. But it was 4 seasons, I think.
Andor. Andor was an hour and a half script that they tried to stretch into 4 seasons. So the first, how many did they have in the first season? 14 episodes, Rama? I can't really say.
10, I think.
Well, Andor
10 or 12, something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 1 season, right? I think
Only one season.
One season.
No, it's only had 1 season. But there are plans for like 3 or 4.
Yeah, Cassio.
Okay.
Yeah,
One
Cassio.
90-minute script.
Casio keyboard?
Yeah, Cassio keyboard. And they broke the episodes up in threes, like it was 3 separate acts that were linked together into 4 like parts, and it was really weird. I mean, it didn't feel right if you were anybody watching it, and I had no interest in it. To be honest with you, I had no interest in Star Wars anymore, and that's the problem. You took 50-year-old guy that you were trying to get rid of, and you succeeded.
Well, they're successful at getting rid of them.
Yeah, they did.
They got what they wanted.
Well,
Which means
but will it bring you back if Luke is gay or bisexual, and in The Empire Strikes Back, they do another special edition where the whole Wampa scene is him actually in bondage?
no.
Oh my God, you deserve this.
What's going to happen is you will not have people like me with their kids and their grandkids, especially I guess my age with grandkids. But you're not going to have me introducing them to Star Wars. Because instead to me, it will not. It won't be a touchstone for anybody. You won't have it be that cultural mechanism that survives. Right? It's not. You can't do that. Right now, the last thing that's like that, and we were just talking about it a few minutes ago in gaming, and Cassie gave a great background on the game she's playing, is the Hogwarts Legacy. For how much longer?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, well,
There's a rumor that apparently one of the sites sell the IP to Disney, and big yikes if that's a thing.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. I hope that's
I'm pretty sure that's bologna sausage, and the reason that I say that
drink.
is because J.K. Rowling specifically avoided Disney.
We got an emoji for that.
Yeah. Yep. Here comes the glow.
Plus, they put all that money
sausage.
They put all that money
Hey,
into the theme parks with
Right.
I mean, so
That's Universal. Yeah, Universal has those.
Yeah, they're not going to.
Think of this. Tonight, we had a thumbnail about a game, Hogwarts game. And this story about Luke exploring LGBTQ stuff. 15 years ago, 10 years ago, that would have been the lead no matter what. We would have dropped it and changed it. And what was it a couple of weeks ago, comics that we dropped and changed the thumbnail a few times? It was Alec Baldwin getting charged, right, with that stuff. We don't even care enough about Star-Lord. Them saying that Luke is gay is the big thing. That's the last. That's the last they have the gun. That's it. And nobody gives a shit. It has gotten zero traction.
Speaking of drunk video,
Please.
Disney's kind of broke at the moment. And that's a good thing.
Yeah. Wow, that's my new favorite slogan. Whenever something bad happens, they'll laugh. And that's a good thing.
And they are not getting back that special exemption. Anyway, they are not having. So that means
They did that to themselves.
Yeah, they did it to themselves. They wanted to.
Realistically speaking, they've already killed Star Wars. They didn't pay George Lucas billions of dollars to make fucking TV shows. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they did milk it.
And I wonder who did that. Kathleen Kennedy.
Yep.
100%.
It's not gonna go away.
I've heard she's going to get fired.
Just like how Trump is going to get indicted any day now.
Any day now, they got Trump. Listen to shit.
The writing's on the wall. No, it's not. No, the walls are closing in. Episode 9.
Closing in.
All right. What's this you got here?
This is a lovely graph that Andre put together. It shows you exactly where the Marvel Universe stands after Endgame. Now, you guys were just talking about how dead Star Wars is. At this point, we know they've killed at least half of the audience, if not more. The MCU has definitely killed off 2/3 of their audience. That big peak there, that's Endgame.
Yep.
We'll give Black Widow and Shang-Chi a pass, but Eternals don't deserve one. And as you see, Doctor Strange couldn't even barely get up there. And it's just downhill from there.
Wow. They got a slight uptick a little bit with Wakanda Forever, but you know, again, that movie didn't break $1 billion.
Not even close to Doctor Strange did, though.
Yeah.
You know, I never thought I would say this, but that graph looks like Joe Biden's dick.
Oh my god.
Well, okay,
I thought it was funny. It's all right. You guys don't have to laugh. That's okay.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, Nick and I got it.
We'll
get a joke.
I'm just disturbed because you actually know what Biden's dick looks like.
It looks like that.
Oh, that's scary.
I'm sorry. All right,
We'll get some super chats, and then we'll drop over to the Odyssey Realm stuff.
Was he smoking your hair at the time?
We're actually on for $5. Isn't the Mr. Rogers Museum more or less in Pittsburgh?
Yay. A bench. Jesus. Fucking, I was looking for one of
I
these.
think so. Because he started in Pittsburgh.
Was it X?
I love the old Mr. Rogers.
Can I
as an
please
institution.
make a...
No one has...
Come on.
Popped up yet. Well, yeah, just wait, buddy. Wait!
Alright, what the fuck? I can't build my own crap.
Here's the video of him saying that he was talking in the middle 80s, late 80s, early 90s about transgender kids and things like that. He said, you're born a boy, you're born a girl. There is no changing that from there. And, yeah.
Mr. Rogers will be canceled.
No, he was very religious man, a Presbyterian.
Yeah, he was a Presbyterian minister, I think, for a little bit there. Which is kind of funny. The two things that I watched growing up,
In
Mr.
between
Rogers,
being a
was
CIA
very religious.
agent and a hired killer.
Yeah, well, so was Bob Ross. And apparently,
No, he worked
did
with Vets. Yeah, he was totally a snitch.
But yeah, the Sesame Street and all that stuff, the Muppets and everything were, you know, Kermit the Frog started as a beatnik, and those guys smoked a lot of marijuana. And then Mr. Rogers, who was straight-laced,
Alcoholic.
cardigan sweater. And that's what, you know, my child was driven by Cookie Monster and Mr.
You
Rogers.
say two genders, boys and girls?
Bozo the Clown?
Well, the funny thing is that
Clowns are Satan's ballsack. Okay,
Yeah.
the clowns.
I don't remember when gender replaced the word sex, because growing up on forums it said sex. We always talked about, you know,
Right.
what we use as gender stay was the
location.
word sex. So it's like, when did it seems like that one just kind of slipped on the radar.
Because
Like,
that's part of the plan. You have to
Yeah.
change the language to be able to slip your agenda.
Yeah, wasn't that a Wayne's World joke? Sex? Yes, please. No, it was
Yes,
Austin
please.
Powers jokes.
yeah, it's not
Austin
yeah.
Powers.
Yeah.
But, isn't that just a Mike Myers joke?
Which was a 13-year-old's joke 12 years before.
Yeah, I mean, it was, but it's like I see that
Yeah.
Empress in M says that it was mid-90s. I want to say it was 2000 sometime.
On what? The stuff with,
When did it get replaced?
When you
did it
started shifting from sex and gender to, swapping it up.
A.K.A. room?
well,
Because AOL, we did ASLs. Age, sex, location.
Yeah.
It wasn't gender and location.
What now?
AOL chat rooms, remember?
I do.
You'd go into a chat room and everybody would just be like ASL. Age, sex,
You want
location.
a cyber?
Yeah.
I don't think those are chat rooms I've ever been in.
That was every chat room on AOL.
That's how I
It
met you.
didn't matter what you were
Were
going
all
on.
those chat rooms you were in starting out with the word gladiators or
Yes.
Turkish baths or something like that? I'm just wondering.
Okay.
You were on this bathhouse?
This dress made my ass look fat. $10. I called her and everyone. Here's a couple bucks for anti-itch cream. One reason I don't shave the mop off my face. Also, here's my 2 cents for your longer morning show. 666 minute daily.
It was. My 6-minute daily was 90 minutes long, and Tom was so confused. He called me and said, "You know math good."
Max Man for $5. Nick White is a player number 2. Looks bi-curious rainbow disco sorbet.
Saber.
Saber? No. I thought we were going
Sorbet is good. That's the word.
Yeah, sorbet works too.
Is it lemon?
No, it's rainbow. It's rainbow sorbet. Service says for $5. They want to give us Luke Skywalker and Han Solo.
That's Luba Skywalker.
Oh my god. This Luke, okay.
You destroyed that joke, bro.
It's no longer a long time ago. The galaxy far away. Now it's a long time ago in the Uranus. Man.
I liked it better when it was hand solo.
And so yeah. Always petting and always stroking his Loki.
Luke Guyballer.
Luke Guy.
No, yeah, Luke Guyballer.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies of all time was Hardware Wars.
God, that was so good. Yeah. Luke
Skywalker.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll kiss $3 goodbye.
Paging Dr. Saget for $1.99. Star Wars, 1977 to 2012.
Make the tombstone.
I wasn't a big fan of the prequels. Others, I'm not saying if you liked them all and stuff, whatever. But to me, they were just hot garbage.
Yeah, that's why I always say 1977 to 1999.
Yeah, it's crazy when you think about it, like how privileged we were back in the day when we could say like the prequels were garbage, the Matrix 3 was garbage. Like I would happily take those films in modern day over the bullshit that we're doing.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've been on a kick watching 60s 007 knockoffs like Hourman Flint and the Matt Helm stuff that Dean Martin did. Oh my God, those films are awful.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And then I ran across the one, I can't remember what it's called, I'm looking for that. Austin Powers was almost a shot for shot remake of. Yeah, I'll have to.
In like Flint?
No, it wasn't in like Flint. It was a different one.
Oh.
And there was Casino Royale. I'm sorry, I just had a bunch of bourbon. I had Casino Royale with David Niven.
Bourbon.
Nice one, Talk.
Yeah.
I just had a lot of bourbon, not kind of retarded right now.
It's been a long day.
You went full betterment.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Never done.
Talk to Manflu for $5. Nick Weiser, flavor number 24. Don't call me Sherry. Coke Classic chocolate chip. Oh, Shirley. Sorry, not Sherry. Shirley.
That's the second one. Oh my. Did you get the other one?
I got the other one.
You did? No, I wasn't here for it.
Yeah. Because I accidentally said disco sorbet rather than saber.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Baby turn.
Jason Sandberg for $5. Disney Empire remake. Yoda sends Luke into a bicycle repair shop to confront George Jones.
Wow.
On a very special episode of Star Wars.
Yes.
Someone in the chat said hand solo shot first.
Can I build a room? I did.
Indeed.
Oh, wait, Tina Bojan and I
Augie
agree on
Ben
something.
What's that?
She didn't like the prequels either.
Prequels are in too. Way to go, Tina. Yeah.
I like the third movie. I don't mind
It is the
the
better of the three. It's still
Yeah.
not good.
It's a
No, I actually genuinely enjoy it. Like, I've rewatched it quite a few times.
How can anybody genuinely say after about 35 minutes of that CGI fight that you're really still engaged in it? Like, I felt the same way while I was watching Man of Steel. I did. Like, after those first 2 or 3 minutes. No, that's the other problem, is the movie doesn't start until, like, yeah.
Captain Clone had a good third act, but Acts 1 and 2 were an atrocity.
That second movie I can't watch.
I
I
was gonna
watched
say,
the
Attack of the
first.
Clones is starting the problem.
When clones
I
attack.
watched the first film because I love Darth. What's his name? Darth Maul.
Darth
I thought that he was
Maul,
really cool. Really wish he would have.
What a waste. What a waste.
First
of-
gay
Big Part
Sith.
was, he's a really nice guy, by the way. Really nice guy.
You got three
Totally
words for
can
you.
dance.
Jar Jar Binks. That destroyed all of it. The worst
Those are
character
racist?
ever created was Jar Jar Binks. Is that?
I still love the Darth Jar Jar theory.
That's the only good thing that came out of it.
Yeah. That and
I
the
understand
Red
it's
Letter
the same
Media.
theory as Velma
Lincoln
being
Review.
a closet conservative.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Well, there was also the one good line that came out. An actual good line. This is how the Republic dies, not with silence, but with... Or, what was it? Not with silence, but with thunderous applause. Something like that. That was a pretty true line.
Yeah, pretty much. It definitely feels like what's going on now. 16
Yeah,
bit
you didn't
mascot.
pay your space taxes.
Yeah, for $5. Hey guys, hope you're all well. Cheers to the chat and keep on keeping it real. I have more text. Oh my God, the cock. You got the cock.
Can do that.
Oh my God, the cock.
We need to make cock.
No
Oh my God, the cock.
All right, guys, we are going to head over to the Rumble side where we'll talk about other things.
And memes.
Are we doing memes or not?
Shit. Memes. Yeah, do memes.
Before or after?
We'll do memes now.
Yeah. They died? Oh my God, the cock.
Dude, the Luke memes. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they're starting to come in a little bit here. So, yeah, you saw that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Little Culture by E. Clay. Oh my God.
yeah. I don't know if I can show this or not, so I'm not going
Yeah,
to.
you can't show that.
I can't show that. But,
No, I gotta go look.
yeah.
The Toxic Man Flu one you can't show.
I'm not showing that, removing that now.
You can show it in the Rumble one.
I can show it in the Rumble side, but
Oh, should we wait for Rumble then to do these?
I'll do that one on Rumble.
Okay.
We already did the intro. Sure. We can't stop now.
Can't.
It's too late. Turn back now.
Okay.
Believe, I believe, I believe I'm
Is that the parrot head one you're talking about?
Yeah. The one
Okay.
where I'm in the
Yeah.
stream mono.
Yeah.
Luke signs up for the weekly Katina drag show.
The poor black child.
What is this now?
Just be careful.
Catwoman's girlfriend? Catwoman?
Yeah, there's no music in this, so I tried to rescreen some this time.
Is there pornography though?
There's Bad Tom.
Hey, what the fuck is going on in here? What the hell was that?
I don't know, but will
Matt
make you
Tom
do
has
it.
no memory of doing that.
Matt Tom,
I don't.
no,
I'm usually not that aggressive. Usually Catwoman's kind of more of a BDSM type.
oh God.
She's got the whip, you know. I mean, you just gotta be like, yes, ma'am.
You kind of do. I mean, it is our standard. So, Digital Remnant, he was doing some chat GPT stuff, and so he puts in how many UFOs landed in Roswell in 1949. Says there were 3 unidentified flying objects that landed in
One was
Roswell,
shot
New
down.
Mexico in 1949, including a completed portion of the frontal chassis of the Zongoid Mark IV, which allows for interdimensional space folding. And then it says, how does Reuben Christopher Haynes pull so much tail? An error occurred. If this issue persists, please contact us. Right there. So, yeah, there's just certain things, there's not enough computing power in the world
You can't figure it out.
to figure that out. So,
It's a trade secret. You can't tell.
you know, shh.
Ooh, look at that fanciness.
Man, look
Matt's
down.
not even here. Motherfucker makes it into shit, and I don't. He's streaming against you guys, and he makes into the shit without. I mean, yeah. What the fuck?
He's streaming against us?
Tom, who do you think this is?
That's Spider-Man.
It's you.
Spider-Man.
That is
Morales.
I am not.
Bolter, can you say Spider-Man correctly?
At least we know which one's
He
Brahma.
still can't even say it.
I don't know.
Bottle.
I think he's got the bullhorns.
And the bullhorns in the bottle.
I'll accept that.
That's the Amazing Spider tweet versus Deep Six.
No, versus
Dick
Dick 6.
Dick Six.
Dick
Okay.
Six.
So what superhero is this with all like the splooge lightning?
That's Electro. That's
That's
the villain.
Electro.
Okay.
You're Jamie
Yeah, you're-
Foxx.
Yes.
I just love that Craven. That's a freaking
I hope you like dubstep.
This is Parrot Heads. My wife has been using the same safe word in the bedroom for years. Things division. We are a safe word.
Yep.
This is actually from the 50 Shades of Grey.
Don't know. Did
That makes you 50 Shades of Gay.
Look, I sat through it once to get laid, and I'll tell you what. How do you make a movie about BDSM boring? That's that movie's worst sin. It's not because it's stupid. It's not because it's a chick flick. It is fucking boring. Like, if nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens. Quick sex scene, nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens. Roller coaster, nothing happens, nothing happens. Sex scene, nothing happens, nothing happens. Sex scene, end of movie. Like, it is the most
Sounds like a
boring
good porno
fucking
to me.
movie ever. It makes pornos seem like more exciting in so many ways.
just means I'm going to leave this picture.
Okay,
I saw his character there that night.
Oh boy. What is this now?
I have no idea.
Now I feel bad for shaving my beard.
Me too. I don't know why you did that. I don't know why you did that, sir.
Shave my beard?
That and curl your hair like that. Look at that. It's naturally curly. Leave it alone.
You know, every time I see that very pic of comics, it's the exact same thing I see when I drink absinthe. Comics is the absinthe fairy.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want. Whatever.
Oh, look, it's Nick's World. Nick looks kind of. Look at those platform shoes.
I have to say, you know,
Corey actually looks pretty good.
this is the one time that comics actually looks like Mulvaney.
I think
Filter
that,
is still a woman.
The new Mulvaney.
Yes.
Still moving.
I like his feed the ducks down here on the little duck.
That's cute. Cassie's like, what the fuck is going on? I have no idea what's going on.
Hey, that's
So welcome to the Legion of Beavers. They make fun of us.
You're doing a good job
He's
there.
a heck of a lot.
And most of the time I just get pissed because I'm not in it.
Brian has never been that skinny.
That does look like Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, that's Mickey Rourke, Brahma, and Keith Richards.
That's Mickey Rourke.
It's Mickey Rourke and Mickey Spillane together at last.
Beats from the Babylon Bee, the Stoners on Tour, the nerve of these two. Spice Girls are sublime, Jane's a dick.
Jane's a Dicks, like Jane's Addiction.
Jane's a dick. They got it. Oh, it's cool.
The REM deep sleep. I love that.
Yeah.
Jane's dick!
That's pretty good. Jeremy Wormy. I'm not sure if this chair is just too big.
I saw this one earlier. It's still fun.
For context, Cassie, the reason why I get midget jokes is because Drunk 3PO Jay is really fucking tall, and he was doing a live stream while fucking loaded, and he was holding the camera up like this, which makes me look even shorter compared to him. And so he made the comment about how I'm a midget, and so the jokes.
Yeah.
The jokes practically write themselves.
In reality, he's 5'1".
In reality, I'm only 5'1".
I only want one thing in this whole world, and it's comics division. I want a midget for Christmas.
Did you see the movie?
That is trippy as hell.
Oh, do that again? What is happening right now?
Crazy.
That is kind of
That's
weird.
Tom's new Andy Masterson.
Oh, I know that.
And then this
Casey Jones.
Casey Jones.
You guys are ruining it. Let him play it.
You son of a bitch! I'm in!
Wow.
I don't sound like that.
No, but,
You son of a bitch! That sounds like Mad Mardigan.
It's not the Sex Pistols.
Why am I Nancy?
Because you're such a Nancy, you fucker.
You weren't going to be Sid.
Well, yeah, the hair's about right.
To quote Professor Xavier, why do you ask questions for which you already know the answers?
Because you look better in skirts than he does.
That's true. Oh, shit. Did you see that? He was wearing like a chainmail skirt that one night in Vegas. Now it's like,
Oh, look at this.
Not only that,
chainmail chase.
Yeah.
You don't do it right.
6. I've never actually looked to see if my
fucking-
balls choke.
You haven't taken your own pants off yet?
No, I haven't yet. I know it's kind of weird, but yeah.
Dick's worse the game.
what now?
Truth is, I'm afraid
That would be,
it is absolutely correct.
I made you the most powerful
Oh,
wizard.
you can't hear me, can you? Never mind.
I'm
You just have to figure it out yourself.
I'm not doing Hermione any favors.
I have to find that house again, huh?
Describe the rest.
Alright, where's that house? Oh, there it is.
I'm so proud of this amazing system.
I'm so glad I'm not a Harry Potter.
Ginny was amazing, by the way.
Never heard that one before.
So Comics Division's right. The short jokes have been way overdone. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna put him on trolls.
No, I said the midget jokes were done.
Trolls or
Midget
magic?
jokes. Not the short jokes, just the midget jokes.
Midget
Super
jokes.
Saiyan troll.
I thought you just said they
Kate.
short jokes are done unless they're funny. They better be funny from now on.
Well, no, I mean, okay. My point that I was making is the fact that when you beat something to death, it just stops being funny.
Yeah.
So you gotta keep pushing the level. Like I said, the whole thing like
All I could do is,
when he came up with the Queen outfit, that's just hilarious.
It's funny as hell.
It's got to evolve.
yeah, they don't
exactly.
stay on my channel.
Because if you just do the same thing, it's just like, okay, I've seen this before.
Yeah, we love
Unless
the
the cultures weave, and then it doesn't need to evolve. It's always going to be funny.
Well, no, I think you still gotta evolve the weave jokes too.
Well, nobody knows Dick's division like comics does.
No.
Okay.
No.
No, it's our midget asshole.
Yeah, that's right. So it goes along with what you were saying. I don't have a problem with the short joke. The midget jokes.
Well, no, it's that when something stops being funny is the problem.
Right. This is funny.
It is.
Yes.
Dick's words expressed.
Somebody did time on that.
Yes, I spent some time.
69 to 69.
And
Okay.
I thought it was pretty apropos with the whole Tim Pool thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
If your dick's got warts,
apologize today.
You should probably go to the doctor.
Yes.
I
Yes.
did.
This is good. Grandma Dick's
Oh.
pancake mix.
I still can't not just look at his boobs.
Maybe Brahma.
Those
I was
boobs
saying,
are beautiful.
Sherry, thank you for the nice crack.
It's Thomas the Grandma.
Those are the most
comics.
beautiful boobs ever.
Yeah.
If I'm the ground, does that mean I made those boobs?
I'm just saying, you Aunt Connors.
I'm rocking a set, kids. I mean, Az is probably fabulous.
Those are gorgeous.
They are.
I see you retracted your comment, Eric, but it's $5. Excuse Comics for being grouchy tonight. Give Chris a batch of keyboard sugar cookies. That's great. Come on.
I had a really good joke on the last one and nobody laughed.
Hey, Vulture, beware. Grandma might take a bite and then he might not go.
Does
won't
no
be
one get
pancakes.
the joke that after several 20, 30 years, these are going to look like these? Okay.
No, not really. But
Sure it does. Movie milk.
it's just funny that comics and culture would have a baby that looks like Brown.
That's about right.
Just kidding.
Comics got his hand on a giant stick of wood, and there we go.
Should have been the other way around, because then
Ping. Yep. Huh?